Have you ever been bankrupt? Now let me tell you a story. 3 years ago I had a university degree and an empty bank account, but today I'm holding the results. I have several cash in my bank from broiler chickens farming. This happened in very few weeks, from empty pockets to a life I could feel changing. It wasn't a magic, it was a decision. 5 months of research, 1 training, and 1 small loan, and 400 little lives. So I want you to stay with me for the next 9 minutes, because I am going to show you exactly what I did, the steps, the numbers, and what you can copy no matter where you are from this world. Just like the youth today in Africa who don't have godfathers, I tried everything when I finished university. I tamaked, applied, waited, and unemployment was a daily wait. A small job came later, of course, but it could not pay my bills. I asked myself, what can I do to up this income? Farming had always been in my blood. Subsistence plots, a few vegetables, a handful of chickens, but never anything serious. A thought prodded me. What if I did broilers? I said yes to research. For 5 months I read, watched, and attended practical training, especially the Kenchick run with KCB support. I learned the science and the discipline. Then I took a small loan, and that is where my journey began. Let me show you what I did. But before we begin, I want to thank each and every one of you who has subscribed to this channel. You have really believed in us, in this cause, and in this channel. So our goal this month is to reach 10,000 subscribers. So if you have not subscribed, please kindly press this subscription button. And as always, let me know where you are watching from, either the county or the country, in case you are outside the Republic of Kenya. So let us go, let us start. Let me show you step by step. Did you know that broilers are designed to grow very fast? In many systems, a properly managed bird reaches market weight between week 5 or week 7. Targets of around 1.8 to 2.5 kgs by week 6 are common. That is if feeding and management are correct. Now, because they grow very fast, a farmer can do multiple cycles per year. That's exactly what I'm doing. And that means quicker cash flow than long-time livestock like goats or sheep or cattle. That's what made me to choose broilers, because they are the best choice for me in terms of cash flow and all that. So I moved ahead and bought 400-day-old broiler chicks. Here is the roadmap I followed, step by step, day by day, laid out as if you were standing with me in this brooder. So first of all, I started by preparation. Before chicks arrived, I had to clean and disinfect the house, set up a brooder area with heat and clean litter. I prepared the feeders and drinkers, bedding, and a simple food bath at the entrance. So by day 1, between day 1 to day 14, this is a brooding and a starter phase. So I had to keep the temperature warm, and I want you also to do the same. You can use infrared bulb or maybe instead of the brooder, and ensure constant access to clean water and starter mash. Between day 1 to day 21, one bird should take at least 1 kg between this period. Now, but between day 15 to 28, give them or start transitioning to grower mash. Gradually move to grower or finisher feeder. Monitor weight weekly. Vaccinate and medicate as per the training. Good management reduces high cases of mortality. Most of you asked me in the previous video where I produced 400 hens. and I sold all of them, and you are wondering, was there no mortality? We ensured zero mortality, but again, when you are buying chicks, they should at least give you 10 or 20 extra. Of course, that depends with the company and the number of the chicks that you are buying. But between day 29 to day 42, this is between week 5 to week 6, give your chickens finisher and start marketing them as early as that. Birds normally consume more finisher feed in this period. Many feeding schedules put total feed consumption to around 4 kg per bird by week 6. So that is starter and finisher totals. Using conservative charts, total per bird feed by week 6 is commonly in the 3.5 to 4.5 kgs range, depending on strain and management. Also, you need to ensure biosecurity and health. This is strict entry rules, vaccines, and basic medication. Daily checks for coughing, droppings, uneven eating. Vaccines or simply meds in Kenya are commonly estimated at Kenya shillings 10 to 15 per bird if done properly. I treated these checks like my childish milestones. Every gram they gained was my confidence in growing. Now let us go to the numbers, the part that everyone is waiting, the math. So I sold all my chicks between week 6, each bird at 500 Kenya shillings. That was my price. So check out my revenue. 400 birds times 500, that gave me 200,000 Kenya shillings. Look at the cost rounded up, and very honestly, chicks, day-old broilers in Kenya often cost around 100 Kenyan shillings or 70 depending on the company. So I use an average of 85 Kenya shillings, that is 400 times 85, you get 34,000. Then feeds, using a conservative total feed per bird of 4.0 kgs. So 400 times 4 kgs, what do you get? 1,600 kgs total feed. That is 32 bags of 50 kgs. So feed prices vary. Of course, many commercial 50 kg broiler feed bags ranges between 3,000 to 400 to 4,500. Sorry for that. Depending on, of course, this depends on the brand. So I used a mid estimate of Kenya shillings 3,500. So 3,500 times 50 kgs bag, what do you get? 112,000 Kenyan shillings. Vaccines and medicines, that one gave us 6,000 shillings. So labor, utilities, miscellaneous, my batch used roughly 10,000, including cleaning, water, small tools, etc. So the total estimate was 162,000. Profit, so you take what I got minus 162,000, that is 200,000 minus 162,000. What do you get? 38,000 for that single cycle. So it was not a million yet, but it was the start with the consecutive cycles, reinvesting and scaling. The gains compound. That is how I reached the millionaire turning point in few cycles, because then I started now reinvesting and reinvesting my money. So broiler production is not just a Kenyan story, it is global. Modern broiler genetics and feed science allow fast growth and efficient meat conversion worldwide, which is why the industry is a backbone for many countries' protein supply. Whether you are in Nairobi, Lagos, London, or anywhere, the basic economics are similar. Fast turnover plus strict management is equals to cash flow. So if you have a small salary, a piece of land, or a hunger for change, broilers can be the engine to pull you forward. But remember this, This is farming with discipline. Do your research. I spent 5 months doing mine. Get practical training, start small, and keep excellent records. If you want, I will share you the exactly daily checklist and a downloadable spreadsheet of my expenses and week by week growth log, so that you can copy my numbers and adjust them to your local feed prices and also chick costs. So you have heard my story, from tamaking to brooding lambs, from empty pockets to a new rhythm of cash flow. Broilers didn't just give me money, they gave me back my control. If I could learn this, and so can you. Subscribe to this channel, comment with your town, and I will tailor a quick cost estimate for your area. And remember, a single decision with discipline can change a life. If you want my expense spreadsheet, just comment below broilers and I will see you and I will help you. Until the next video, bye bye.